Hey VC, it's making a video. Even though I just ranted about videos on YouTube, let's see what happens. Let, I'm gonna try to comment back, see what happens. I think I'm gonna try to comment back to almost everyone for a while, just to see who I can comment to. I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, it's evening. I've been working, recording, writing, remixing, and filling some orders. I'm here also to remind you that Nice is on sale for the time being. I'm selling from the first batch, and I'm going through them, making sure that I'm selling the flattest ones as possible. And they are. I mean, it's like they all play. I mean, it's like you can look and some will. I'm not selling anything that does this. I've got those. I'm weeding those out, but I feel like I need to talk about this album and this music a little bit. I really haven't done that, and I think it's about time to do so. And let me try to put it in perspective. Let me see if this works. I want to shout out to Charlie Parker in Manchester, who is a long time listener of my music, and we turns out we discovered each other here in the VC. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is back in the '80s. I've been making music since the '70s, but my first attempt with a band to do anything was I put this band together called Digital Sex, and we had quite a story. And by the time we made this record in '85, we had broken up a few times, and we were broken up. But I'm trying to show, there it is, the title Essence. It's embossed into the cover there, Digital Sex Essence. But this band, this is the lead singer. He and I put it together, but many people have they make the assumption that he was the principal songwriter musically because he sang and wrote the words, and that he started the band. And I started the band. He was the singer anyway. What I'm trying to say, other than just going over old stuff, is really the music on Nice, which I didn't release until 2001, but a lot of the music stretches all the way back to songs written in Digital Sex days. It's a continuation of this music, and you can hear it. Actually, you can hear that Digital Sex musically was, it wasn't all my music. John Tingle wrote, Steve wrote, the drummer Greg Tishless, who isn't on here, but he wrote some music that we played. But the central focus of the band and the initial batch of songwriting and idea came from me, and I have, just kind of putting it into perspective. And these are the Digital Sex CDs. Both are still available. This one through the label in France, Sorted Sentimental, and then this one is available through me as well as Randy LeMasters here in the U.S. But in all fairness and sincerity, the music on Nice, and this is the CDR version that I had 300 copies made up of, and a bunch of them are lost. I did a distribution deal with Borders, and then Borders went out of business, and I never got any money, and I don't know how many CDs, but they were handling it nationally for me, so I only have one, this one. So I finally made an abridged version for vinyl. This is, doing the the record label, DVH Recordings, you know, having this all come to fruition through the vinyl community, Sequoia Flame and Wirtz DV71 in particular being the two people who helped me in the originally getting my label going. It's like I thought to myself this year, it's like I need to complete the circle of the records that I've done by going back and putting out my first solo recording on vinyl. And let me take you through it a little bit. It's on sale, $10 plus postage. And I'm going to just show you. I'm going to needle drop this baby. These songs, or this music I should say, because in some ways it's about, you know, I guess I'm a music maker more than a songwriter. I do write some songs, but apparently songs is about words and music, and I'm about music. So this was a piece of guitar that I recorded at home on my old 4-track cassette. Some of the stuff originated on 4-track cassette and was transferred over to computer. And I still have those chords. It's like they came to me and then I forget them. Of course, I can just pick them out again now, but I called this Greetings. But it was just a moment where I was playing music, probably after work, you know, trying to soothe my soul. And then this next song, Earth Dream, was written specifically actually for this band I was in called Akita Manio. It was kind of a world music thing based really partially on American Indian music. And so the guitar melody was written for flute, and it was played on flute in the band. And then I would match it. And that was back in the 90s. By the time I recorded this for the record, the flute player and I were, well, he was gone. So this other flute player, Bill Farber, who just came over and jammed with me one day, who really didn't write this, work it out, and it's a one take, and I decided to use it. He's playing flute on here. You know, Bill just interpreted it very sweetly, even the very first time that he, you know, heard it and came over to the house, which is what you hear. I mean, obviously, if we had rehearsed this and stuff, we could have come up with something really beautiful and amazing, but it is beautiful and amazing just the way he did it. So, that's Earth Dream. Let me go to the next track. And this one is on the original CD. Now this one is not on the original nice CD. This one is called For the Times, and this one goes back to maybe 2006 or 7. This is a song that I was actually playing live with my band. I had a band for a while, and it's just again a feeling that I have, trying to express concern and yet ever optimistic, knowing that the future is not written in stone. So that contrast is almost always in, not always, but it is in quite a bit of my music, the contrast of, because I'm writing music more to just ultimately please my ear and a feeling rather than to try to write a song about a thing, even though things are being expressed. The music can obviously be used for a vehicle for vocals, but there are vocals on this album, and we'll probably get to one. My vocals are, still, I cringe a little bit on one of the vocals on this album. It's there, though. But I listen to a fair amount of instrumental music, and that's what I'm listening into, and so I pretty much want to just present the music, I'm not struggling with, but, I'm working with getting vocals, some good vocals on some of the new music. But this music it's not coffee table music, but it's music that is active and interactive. It's like, the idea is to listen to it, and yet it can serve as a backdrop. But I'm glad that many of you folks have connected who listen and are not needing the vocals, but we'll have some vocals here. Let's go to the next. Okay, now this vocal, here's another vocal that's okay. This one is, I'm objective. I think the vocal is weak on this one, but it's on there. This song is real. I was really writing about, it's like, anyway, this one is about a real person. I won't say her name. She was on my, I've written a couple songs about her. It's the human thing, where you're expressing longing, but things are the way they're supposed to be, because I'm a typical musician. It's like you want someone, but what comes first? Your art and your music. Does it come first? Yeah, it does. Some people can make it work, and I am one who lived with musicians as parents, and it was partially a nightmare, and I just said, whoa, I can see what I'm gonna do, but not completely, so I'm not gonna keep going here for the whole record, but I felt the need to just talk a little bit and let you hear some of this. I have the yellow vinyl, not the black vinyl. Just the yellow vinyl is on sale, and some of them have that orange streak too. Most of them are really nice bright yellow, but some of them have that orange. And I'm going through each one and making sure that they're nicely flat in play. I'm not selling bunk. I'm separating, unfortunately, a fairly large amount, sadly, from the first shipment of 200 yellow. A fair amount are being set off to the side that somehow eventually need to be flattened or else they can be played, but it's like, you can see them, you know what I'm saying? I've played them, there's a few that can't play, but mostly they can, but I'm not selling those, okay? Notice what I said. I'm going through each one, and I've got a box of good yellow that I'm selling on sale for $10, and then if I can move a bunch of those, we'll move into the perfect batch, because I've got a whole nother batch of yellow. And then here's a song that I wrote in the 80s. My friend Jeff Clayman paid for a studio recording at Warehouse. It's him on the background vocals and there was a couple folks helping me with vocals and instruments. But this one, the words are on the inner. There's an inner sheet with the record. And the words, it's just what I'm always talking about. The world is strange. I mean, man is strange. We're wonderful and strange. You know what I mean? It's like, I guess it's just the drama of life that, we're just playing it out. We just got to play it out, But it's me expressing my concern that, man, it's just really too bad. I suppose if I had been born a winner and rich, and maybe I'd be a completely different person, but I'm not. So I'm always expressing this, what I see from coming from a background of, having very little and being an outsider. I mean, just being a dark-skinned African American, whatever you want to call person, just that alone, my age, growing up in the late 50s, 60s to start with. There was no way around that, if you were really, paying attention to what the heck was going on. So it's always in my lyrics, it's always in my concerns, that just we need love. I said we need love from above, but I really mean love from within. But I'm trying to make a song, So I've babbled on enough. I think that there's a lot of you folks that really would like to have this record, and I dare say that there will come a time. I don't say it in an egotistical way. I think I say it with a bit of perspective, unless I'm mistaken, or unless, this depression that we're going through is a complete collapse of Western civilization, which is always a possibility. These records, over time, are going to end up in too many thrift stores. Some people have, like anything, some people have found some of my records in thrift stores, but not too often. So it's on sale now, yellow vinyl, $10 plus postage. For the US, that's $5 for postage. For Canada, I've made it $7. I haven't gotten any orders lately, so I don't know if it's actually $7 or $8, but I said $7. I've already gotten a couple of orders. I get orders from Europe. God bless you folks. Because the postage is $18. It is, and it's actually more. It's like usually $18.60, $18.90. So I just, charge a flat $18 and then pay that extra. Plus, that's not covering the cost of the mailer, which, I do have overhead to think about. So anyway, and then here again is more. This is not on the original CD. Both versions, however, are online on my Bandcamp site. And this one is a free download, and that's MP3, WAV file, FLAC, whatever, your choice. Yeah, I gotta let you know this isn't bad music. So yeah, I'm being my own ad man in this video. You can hear. Okay, I'll talk to you later.